Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Friends of Thunder. We're a few players down today, but that doesn't mean we're not going to have fun. A couple of our players have commitments elsewhere in the real world. Homework, Emma. Um, so we're without Miss Degoria, and Rivik is feeling under the weather. That's what I'm going to say. That's my story, and I'm just sticking to it. But otherwise, the rest of us are here to have some fun. Do you guys remember what you did last time we got together? Just curious.
Kick some ass.
Yeah, we did.
You did kick some ass. You guys got asked by the villagers of Nightstone to take out the 7 snakes who had moved in to kind of like take over the village. After rescuing all of the villagers, you did take them out. You did kill them in a very interesting fight. Degoria was able to join the Zentarum network. We'll even just say that she's off on a secret mission for them.
Mm-hmm.
So Degoria is off on a secret mission, and Rivik currently is... I don't know who Rivik's deity is, but he's got a holy day. It's
Yep.
let's see.
I thought he was using the outhouse.
No, it's
He heard that Waterdeep had some amazing forges, so he ran off ahead of us to go inspect them.
it could be that. Let's see. Lot of do nothing day for him. It's a religious holiday. A lot of do nothing day. Yeah. So so he's gonna have to practice his religious tenets today on a lot of do nothing and stay in Nightstone.
His Iron Sabbath.
Yes, Iron Sabbath. There you go. Yeah. Forge the Alliance of Nothing.
Yeah.
Practicing patience. Waiting for
If
his... Go ahead.
If I recall correctly, we were about to head out and go north along the coast, past Waterdeep, and ideally to try and get to Tribor. I believe is where our next objective was.
Yeah, you guys should be leaving the village of Nightstone, which I believe you guys are all on this map here. I'm pinging the town of Nightstone. I've also got a cool red circle around it. You'll be taking the high road here to Waterdeep, probably passing through Waterdeep, maybe spending the night in Waterdeep. And then you're going to be taking the long road, which happens to be this road here, through Radalistanar, Amphale, all the way up here to Red Larch, from Red Larch to Westbridge, and from Westbridge finally arriving in Tribor, which is about a 3-month journey, I do believe is what I told you guys. Even on
Pretty far.
horseback and oxen way back in the day. Yeah, honestly, let's see. This is like 30 miles, and that's like 15 miles, and then it's like 30 miles, and then it's like 20 miles, and then this is like 80 some miles, and then you got, let's see, 62 miles, and then like 60 some miles. So we are going to role play this mile by mile, hour by hour. No, we're not. I'm just, I was waiting for somebody to like be like,
Real time.
oh.
I'm out. Peace.
Sorry, I got things to do. Maybe that's why they're not here. But
Say,
anyway,
now I see why they're not here.
yeah, exactly. But
Her
anyway,
legs ache thinking about it.
the village of Nightstone was kind enough to let you take the 7 snakes, draft horses, as well as a cart that was in town that was undamaged, loaded up with some supplies, but there really wasn't anything that they could give you. They had some like squash and pumpkin and like fruits and vegetables. They'll give you some of that stuff. But the town is, suffered an attack from giants, so it's not like they have a whole lot right this moment in time to give you guys before your journey. But Morag was asking you guys to please travel to Tribor and locate Elastelia Ulgar and let her know that the person that ran the Lion Shield Cloister, Darthag Ulgar, was killed. He was eaten by the goblins in the Nightstone Cave.
Yeah, we might not tell her that part, but
Why not?
I mean, it depends on who's talking. If it's me talking, I won't tell her that part. If it's the barbarian, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come out of his mouth.
I don't know either. I guess
You
we'll
never
find
know.
out as we get along with the day. So,
Yeah.
the group, you guys, load up onto the wagon with the horses. Does anybody happen to have the proficiency of
Handle animal.
land-based vehicles? It's actually a proficiency in
No.
D&D.
Oh yeah, no, I only have monster truck.
Monster truck. Okay. That's good.
Good enough.
All right. What about animal handling? Is anybody proficient with animal handling?
Negative.
I think wasn't the Gory the only one that had animal handling, or did she just get really lucky with the
All
with
right.
the pet thing?
I don't even remember. It's just really not important.
Yeah, I
Um,
think she just rolled a nat 20 on that.
So let's say we'll take it like that you guys aren't going to get very far on the first day because you're learning how to, drive a wagon. Who in the party is going to drive the wagon? That's a real question. We're going to just put Rivik and Dagoria in the back, and they'll just
Sounds good.
They'll be back there. They were not even going to participate today.
Okay.
That's like 3 different things I've said they were doing, so nobody's keeping track. Just,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, it's kind of like Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
They're in different places. Depends on what you want to believe.
Schrodinger's
So-
characters.
Yeah. Until we turn around, they could be everywhere or nowhere. Well, I think I want to say that I would have the most patience, so I'd be the least likely to try and eat the horses for misbehaving. I think I should drive the wagon.
Okay.
With
Awesome.
me being the most likely to do that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm
Awesome.
not far behind.
Awesome. All right. So early morning, after taking care of everything with the villagers, Morak and most of the villagers come out to kind of like see you off, and they're all waving at you guys. Fond farewell. And they just kind of, you guys pull out of the village of Nightstone, heading down the road, making your way towards the high road. Let me get a group perception check as you guys are traveling. So everybody in the group roll a perception for me, please. First roll of the game. This is going to go really well.
Yeah.
Drew got a 14.
It wasn't an at one, so I call that a win.
Dan got Octavio. You got a 10, but you rolled an
Dang.
advantage there. Why do you roll an advantage?
Why does that keep happening to
I
me?
don't know. And
No
to
worries, you guys.
You,
Tachar may have had some beers this morning, but I'm looking at things pretty well.
So I'm even going to go ahead and say to Char, you are kind of passed out, or not really passed out, but laying in the back of the wagon. Okay, kind of gazing up at the sky, the sunny blue clouds floating around. So you're the first one to notice, probably mile to 2 to the north, so somewhere around there. Okay. You notice that there's a cloud, and there seems to be something on that cloud, and that cloud is getting closer and closer and closer to the wagon as it's traveling down the road. You watch it for a good, we'll say, like 15 minutes before you realize that it's a cloud with like a building on top of it.
Oh crap!
It's coming closer to you. Do you want to say anything to your group? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing?
What are you seeing?
I think there's like a house on the cloud.
Oh,
I'll
no.
immediately whip around to where he's pointing.
You see an enormous tower floating on a billowy cloud 1,000 feet overhead. The tower must be hundreds of feet tall, and its spire looks strangely like a pointy wizard's hat. As the tower drifts closer, stairs made of clouds begin to form underneath it and descend towards you.
Well,
The wagon.
well,
I might know this guy.
at least they're not throwing rocks at us this time.
So that shape, roughly hundreds of feet tall, has just showed up above you. It kind of comes within about, we'll say, like 200 feet of the wagon before the cloud just like stops moving, and the stairway begins to form and like slowly spiral down towards you guys. So, Droon, are you gonna stop the wagon?
If he told me, if he yelled out to me to stop the wagon, and I'll slow it down, but I'll be like, is this truly a good idea? For all we know, that could be the cloud that the giants were dropping rocks from.
Well, then we should question them.
I mean, the fact that we're not being bombarded already kind of eases Droon a little bit, so he will go ahead and stop the wagon.
I roll off the back.
Alley-oop!
Octavio,
How far away is the walk?
It's about 200 feet or so off the side of the road. But you did notice that, like, as the wagon was continuing to go, like, the tower was kind of like following the wagon, like pacing it almost.
I think this guy's gonna try and sell us something.
Well, if he's truly a wizard, we can't afford it.
What do you guys want to do?
I mean, the stairs are slowly descending towards us, right?
Yeah, well, they've come all the way down to the ground in like a spiral,
Oh.
sort of like a large spiral.
Nobody is descending.
Do a perception check.
I will also do that because I'm gonna want to know too.
You
Oh, I
spotted-
must have hit my head.
Well, when you rolled out, you're kind of like woozy, so
Yeah.
you're just impressed by these cloud steps. Droon, taking a look up there, you do see like a large opening. I showed you guys an image there. I don't know if you guys still have it brought up or not, but seems to be like an opening on that image, and there's like maybe that's where you would go in, but nobody seems to be coming out.
I'm going to attempt to, I guess, bring our wagon over to like the side of the road and see if I can like lash our horses to some trees or something so they don't leave.
Okay, yeah, you can
'Cause
easily
I get
do
the
that.
feeling, I get the feeling that if we go up there, I don't know how long it's going to take us to come back down if we do.
Mhm.
So I'm going to lash them to the trees.
Okay.
You know, this could be a medieval Uber.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with the language that you are speaking. Seems strange and
I
a bit ridiculous if you ask me.
definitely don't trust this.
I
There's nothing
mean,
wrong.
I'll wait a moment and see if anybody comes out.
You wait
because-
for at least 5 minutes. During the time frame that nothing happens, the tower doesn't move, and no one comes out.
I'll tell you what. I'll go up there. And if I'm not back in 5 minutes, come get me.
You do realize that it's a 1,000-foot climb upstairs to get to the tower. It's probably going to take you longer than 5 minutes just to climb that many
Hey.
stairs.
After I started climbing for 5 minutes, you guys follow.
Why don't we just follow you now then?
If
Okay.
if something goes wrong, we're not gonna have
I'm
time.
down to go ahead and see where this goes. Mainly because I mean, one, it's a floating castle that can travel a lot faster than our horses. In case maybe this person can transport us somewhere, depending on if they're good or not. And if they're not good, we're just gonna get tossed to the ground and die anyway. So
It's a very optimistic way to look at it.
Brilliant logic.
That's the worst case scenario.
Well, this thing
Yeah.
is gonna keep following us until we presumably entered the keep. So let's get this over with.
Okay. So you guys gotta go over to the stairs and like tentatively check them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are sized for you guys, and they are firm. As you step out, the cloud itself is firm. There's like a little layer of like mist, but then your foot like touches something solid.
Whoever owns this castle must be particularly powerful to create a construct of this magnitude. And Dreen will start climbing the stairs.
All right. So here we go. I'm gonna change you guys' picture. After it loads, you'll be able to see what I see. We're gonna start with you guys gonna be out right there.
It's gonna be an El Dorado moment. We're all gonna get up to the top of the stairs, and we're gonna be crawling over the threshold, just.
I'm just gonna give them that like disappointing cat look, but I'm gonna still keep following.
So this is where you guys are gonna go ahead and start out, right here. You guys loaded on the page.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, got your tokens there. I just pulled them out.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. The tower rests atop a cloud that feels solid underfoot. An open archway leads to an empty vestibule, at the back of which hangs a thin, translucent blue curtain that flaps in the breeze.
Oh, I don't like that.
Do an investigation for traps.
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead. Do an investigation for traps.
Can I do a perception instead?
Sure. You can do a perception instead. That's what you want to do. This is a very large, open doorway, and it's only like a curtain back there at the back. So if this thing was trapped, like it would be a magical trap, and you'd have to walk through it to trigger it. But you don't feel like it's trapped. It looks kind of warm and inviting, actually.
Can we yell to see if anybody's home?
Go for it.
Hello?
Oh yes, come in, please.
I have a feeling I know who this is. So, I'll follow. I guess we'll follow. I'll follow T'Char as he goes in.
Got a large room. Beyond the curtain lies a 100-foot high, so it's 100 feet to the next floor. It's hexagonal in shape, and it contains a giant size, like as in the creature a giant, wooden table, a stone chair, and dangling from the ceiling by iron chains are 6 crystal spheres that are shedding light in a brightness around them. So these are the crystal spheres, and then you got like probably about a 2-story tall table and a 2-story tall chair there. As you guys enter into the place through this, so there's a circle here on your map. That's actually the hole in the floor or the ceiling above you. Through that hole come floating down an individual. This is a giant. He comes floating down from the second floor, and he lands. Oh, hello, and greetings.
Hello. I am Drune of the Lord's Alliance, and these are my compatriots.
I am Zephyros of the Cloud Giants.
I'm kind of like... Oh, go ahead. No, I was going to elbow you to tell you to go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is T'Char. I am a monk sailor. By chance, do you know of anything that happened to the village south of us?
Well, why, of course, yes I do. That's the whole reason I'm here, but I have yet to hear your name.
I'm
To Char.
No, the fuzzy one there.
Oh.
Hey, I'm Octavio.
Yes. Greetings to one and all. As I said before, my name is Zephyros of the Cloud Giants. Well, you see, it's a funny story, kind of why I'm here. I've been told by my gods to come and, well, lend a hand to you.
Lend us a hand in what capacity?
Well, I'm supposed to be. I'm not really sure, actually. I wasn't really given very specific instructions on that part. You see, listen. I have an affinity for small folk like you, and well, I don't know if you know this, but there's been some trouble with giants lately.
Oh yes, we are familiar.
Oh, excellent. That's really good news. I've been sent by, well, the Ordning. That's what we call our gods. The Ordning's been broken, you see, and well, because the Ordning's been broken, everything in giant society is all topsy-turvy and upside down and willy-nilly. A little bit of wibbly-wobbly.
So there are others like you on clouds?
Well, yes, most cloud giants. We live on clouds.
Do you know of any cloud giant or groups of giants that would want to lay waste to like our villages down below, or even steal artifacts that were one of the towns that we just came through was completely destroyed by falling rocks, and it appears as though there was some sort of obelisk in the middle of the town. From what we've determined from the villagers, they say a large castle on a cloud bombarded them before giants came down and stole away the obelisk in the center of their town.
What? Cloud giants attacked the town? Yeah. Listen. I have nothing to do with that. You see, this is terrible news. This is going beyond. This is terrible news. We shouldn't be harming the little folk.
I agree.
He kind of like begins pacing back and forth.
Well, we were actually heading to a town far to the north of us to fulfill a request for one of the folk at the town. I don't suppose you could at least assist us in getting there, could you?
Well, I've been doing some research, some investigation, if you will, and the people that I've been talking to have led me here to this village to try to lend a hand, and why I'd be okay. Maybe you're the ones that I'm here to help to begin with. You know what? Maybe you guys can restore the Ordning.
I mean, Adrenal will kind of look at his compatriots and I mean, he kind of just shrugs because he doesn't know anything about getting involved in Giants' affairs. But
the ones that I've talked to, they specifically sent me here to this location and told me to look out for a group of adventurers.
Well, we're the only group of adventurers I've seen coming through these parts in a while, so they must mean us.
Well, that's excellent. Excellent news. I can take you to one destination of your choice, for sure. Absolutely. Where would you like to go?
So this is out of character. Were we actually wanting to go to Waterdeep? Because I don't know. I kind of wanted to try and stock up on some better equipment, but at the same time, I don't really got that much money. I was kind of banking on selling the majority of the horses that we were using to try and get some money for the party. But yeah, if he's only going to take us to one place, I mean, we kind of have to use that opportunity to get to where we're going instead of taking 3 months to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I hate Waterdeep. So
You hate Waterdeep. So again, out of character question: how far away from our location is Waterdeep? Is that like another week or a month?
Waterdeep was pretty close on the map, so you were looking like you could probably get there a day or two, I think.
Okay.
If,
So
you know, if you traveled by horse to get there, it was about 30 miles.
okay. So Droon will turn to his companions and ask them. Well, this seems like an amazing opportunity, a miracle, if if you want to go that far. However, I do feel that we need to take care of business in Waterdeep first before we can press on. It wouldn't do to leave all of our horses and whatnot strapped to a random tree along the road, especially since we can make some money selling them at Waterdeep.
Well, unfortunately, I won't be going that close to Waterdeep. You see, small folk are a little skeptical of places like mine.
Yeah, understandable.
With transporting us, are you able to accompany carrying our horses as well?
There's not really any place here for horses. This is also my home, as you can tell. I don't know what you would feed them. You know, you're not that far outside of Nightstone. In fact, they seem to be. Listen, I'm not even going to lie to you. See, the moment you came in here, the stairs kind of went up and we began moving.
oh god.
Tricky individual.
Well, I knew that things were happening. I just didn't know how they were happening, and the town looked like it was getting ready to like go into like offensive mode. So I didn't feel like it was a wise idea to stay near the town. So we've moved a couple miles away at this point in time. But you weren't that far out. The people will probably come in and get the horses.
Well, nothing we can do about that now.
Yeah.
That's
it.
I could let you off here, but you're only like a couple miles.
No. At this point, we passed the point of no return.
I'm really sorry. I just didn't want to scare the poor villagers any more than they've already. You say they were attacked by cloud giants.
Yeah, they were.
Your train of thought is correct. So there is no cause for alarm. We shall just have to hope that the villagers or someone comes along and finds them.
Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure it'll be fine. I could have the griffins go and eat them if you'd like.
No, that won't be necessary.
I think that'd probably be preferable.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, they would love that.
Can I check to see if this guy's genuine in what he's saying to us?
Sure, you can feel free to roll an insight. Absolutely.
I mean, he seems like a big fat nerd. So, out of character. So it's
not out loud.
Definitely not out loud. I wouldn't say that in front of a cloud giant's face, no matter how nerdy he may look.
There's a message to you, Justin.
Okay. So where are we traveling to?
Yes, yes, indeed.
Well, our original destination was the village of Tribor, or the town of Tribor.
Oh, excellent. We could make it there in about 11 days.
Well, certainly beats several months.
Yes, this is kind of like a lift.
Face palm, yeah. Just...
We appreciate the lift.
Yeah.
Not a problem. And while we're traveling, if you'd like, I could explain a little bit more about Cloud Giant Society, giants in general, if you'd like.
Yes.
I really have no accommodations for small folk. You're welcome to camp here on the lower floor. You could travel around the outside of the castle with no qualms. I just ask you to please stay down here. My personal room is upstairs, and then above that is the Griffin Airy, and they will eat you.
Tell us all about Cloud Giants, and if you have food, bring it.
He literally like takes his hand and he does a sweeping motion like this, and across the giant's table as this massive feast just like appears just out of nowhere.
Wow. Okay.
Drew will kind of like do like a little salute and bow his head and say, "We thank you for your grandiose hospitality."
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to have small folk in the keep with me.
Well, shall we dig in while you regale us with stories of your people?
I'd be happy to. Do you have any specific questions? I'm terribly sorry that the table is so tall.
Yeah, I mean, first question is, who's dropping rocks on towns?
Well, you're the ones that told me that it was Cloud Giants.
The truth is, we were not at the town when it happened. So we personally do not know who was responsible. But you must admit that it seems logical to assume that beings who live on clouds are oh god, what's the word I'm looking for?
Oh.
There is a possible connection between beings who live on clouds and in castles and cloud giants.
Yeah, I mean, the townsfolk mentioned a castle on a cloud dropping rocks on them.
Has there been any indifference or animosity between giant groups as of recent?
Yes. Actually, that's the whole reason for this uproar and the ordning. You see, in giant society, at the very tippy top of the society are the storm giants, the most powerful and usually the most benevolent of giants. Slightly below those giants are the cloud giants, more the ruling class, the nobles, if you will, and then the storm giants are even slightly above that. Below us cloud giants, so it would be the I believe the stone giants. Yes, the stone giants. They're the ones that are very rocky and kind of stubborn and whatnot. Below, in our hierarchy of gianthood, come I do believe that's the yes the fire giants. Yes, those are the ones that are slightly below the stone giants, and then slightly below the fire giants are the frost giants. They revel in battle, and they're very nomadic, and they live in the frozen cold areas. It's a burr. No one wants to live there. Anyway, and then below those are the hill giants. Yes, you see, and the society, the hierarchy of giants has been this way beyond time innumerable, and recently the order in which our gianthood has been formed for millennia now. Keep in mind, it randomly was broken by our gods, and I do believe that this has thrown all the races of giants into turmoil, if you will, and everyone is vying to be the number one giant at the end of this. And I think that perhaps the hill giants have decided to undertake some great hoarding task to try to appease the gods to make themselves the number one giant. And I think the frost giants have begun a war of some sort. I'm not exactly sure what they're up to. And then the storm giants, they're doing their thing. And each giant right this moment in time is all topsy-turvy, and they're trying to basically come out as number one at the end of all of this. That's it.
Well, from what you've explained, it stands to reason that perhaps the storm giants, being the most powerful anyway, might have the best chance of remaining. But my question is, what kind of tool or power would be sitting around a mortal village that giants would want?
Well, to be honest with you, see, there's hundreds of years ago there was a great war between giants and dragons, and this war lasted for a couple hundred years, and well, you might want to call it a little bit of a blood feud, you'd probably say, and many things magical and whatnot were made during this war, and some of our greatest cities and some of our greatest achievements were lost during this war. And well, you humanoids, you breed a whole lot faster than us giants, and you're more populous than us, and it just would stand to reason that perhaps you came across one of these things that was just left. And perhaps it had always been there. Perhaps it was something that you might have been found at one point in time and transported to the village where it was left. It's hard to say. You say what was the name of the village?
The village was called Nightstone.
I could take a few hours if you'd like and do some research, and then perhaps I could tell you something more specific about it if you'd like. But it would at least take a day for me to get an answer.
These things that you speak of, is there any way to track or know the whereabouts or how to find where they are?
Oh yes. We have lore keepers definitely in the Giant Society. They do keep records of some things, and some things are lost and other things are found again. And you would have to probably have access to a spell that would be able to locate an object. And I think that yeah.
Well, there's a strong possibility that if they are willing, whoever these giants are, there's a strong possibility that if they struck here to obtain what they wanted, there's a good chance that they will attack elsewhere to get more.
I'll doubt that's for sure. I've seen at least or heard of fire giants looking for things, and hill giants have been raiding, and yes, like I said, the frost giants, they started a war, and yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do an insight check real quick to see if what he said, because he's very sure that the frost giants started the war. Actually, he said the hill giants started the war at the beginning. So I don't know. He seems kind of wishy-washy. So
I kind of feel that he obviously is a cloud giant and doesn't want to have bad on him.
Wow.
But I mean, I'd be willing to ask, do you know of any cloud giants that are pursuing these so-called relics?
Hold on just a second. There's a message for you, Jarrett. Well, I'm not really sure specifically some of the details. They weren't given to me, so I don't know. I really just know that I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to help you guys. I know there's definitely a lot of giant activity going on right this moment in time, and you are probably going to help the Ordning. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, after we get to where we are, oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. Holy crap. After we get to where we are going, I would very much like to meet those who sent you. Perhaps they could explain to all of us what is it they truly need from us.
Oh, yeah, I don't, that's not possible, nope. Definitely not, nope.
And why would that be?
You see, I'd been casting contact other plane, and so they're not on this one. Nope, definitely not.
So, your kind does not live on our plane normally?
He was told by one of the gods to come here, not
Oh,
necessarily giant.
my mistake. I assumed that it was a council of other cloud giants. My apologies.
No, it's other planar beings from other planes of existence that I wasn't sure why or how the giants were doing what they were doing, and I was looking for answers, and I asked a question, and then I went a little mad, and then after that I kind of got over that, and then for sure.
Well, you seem better now.
Distressed.
No, I'm fine.
Well, we would actually be very grateful to you if you were to do some research into Nightstone and what might have been left there, whether it's a weapon or some artifact, anything that might give the other giants an edge, so we can be better prepared for what we might face.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I definitely, happily, not a problem. I can contact another planar being and ask that question. Just know that if I go a little crazy, to stay down here.
Oh boy.
Jern will kind of just be like, good to know, thank you.
No problem. Is there any other questions?
Are we sure we want to go for this now? Perhaps we could just travel to our destination, get off at our destination, be good.
Are you talking to him or talking to us?
Everyone.
Oh.
He's just kind of staring at you like...
I mean, we don't really need to know what his god has to say about it, right?
Oh no, I haven't really been able to talk to him because he's not answering right now. So I've had to get answers.
See,
Yeah, for sure. Like
lots
other
lots
places,
of problems.
other people.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Problems.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Yes. We understand completely.
Yep. Drun's just gonna shrug his shoulders and start digging in. Like he's gonna start climbing the table and get to the top so he can start eating some food.
Do you have any giant spirits to indulge in?
It's like a swimming pool in his cup. Oh my gosh.
No. Nope, definitely not for sure. Yep.
Hmm.
This guy's from Michigan. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
I think I got some left over here. Oh yeah, I got some fire whiskey still.
No, I just don't have any. Yep. Definitely not. Nope. I
What kind of food is on the table?
Yeah,
you
I'll
got,
ta- I'll
you
take
got
some of that.
ham, you got turkey, looks like a side of a cow cooked up, lots of fruits and vegetables, apples, lettuce, you know.
I climb up there with Octavio and get some food going on.
Durin sees
yeah.
the cow and his eyes go wide.
Yo, yeah, you should try that. Yeah, for sure.
Is there chickens?
Oh yeah, there's chicken.
Oh yeah, that's
There's
what
like
I'm
a
going for.
dozen cooked chickens up there on the table.
Oh
Holy
yeah,
crap.
I'll take 2 of them.
I can also let you know any information. For sure, like if you want to know anything about a giant or like anything specific
Yeah,
about giants.
tell us all about giants.
Well, what giant would you like to know about? Yeah, for sure. Like
Well, let's start with the cloud giants.
cloud giants. Cloud giants. Well, they live on clouds. Yeah, for sure. Like totally. We live above the world. We typically giants. We don't care for like little peoples or anything like that. But I think little people are great. You guys. He goes to like reach out and like pat Droon on the head with his finger. And he's like, "Oh, those are pokey a little. Yeah, that's new, different. Yeah, sure. I wonder if I could use you as a fork. Yeah. No. All right.
Probably not the best idea.
So
Be very polite.
Oh no, that definitely not for sure. Yep. We could, you know, cloud giants. We can turn into mist. Yeah. Don't know if you know that, but for sure. We are also the, you know, obviously the wealthiest and the most powerful and you know, type of giant.
Like,
So-
Except
what
for
are-
the storm giants, right?
Well, yeah,
Right.
you know, like they live in places that are far removed from mortal civilization. They have like purple gray skin and hair, glittering emerald eyes. Some of them are violet skinned and some of them are blue skinned. For sure. Yep. Yeah, you know.
What is your greatest fear?
Yeah, snakes.
question.
Yep. Clowns. Clown snakes. Yep.
I'm gonna do another insight on this guy.
Go ahead.
Like, this seems like what? As soon as I could find it.
I'm sorry.
Well, he's telling you the truth. I mean, 100%.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean you specifically. I mean cloud giants. What are cloud giants afraid of?
You know, probably, you know, dragons, and not being, you know, number one in the giant society. And, so yeah, yeah, like dragons. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I'm a dragon.
Yes, that definitely true. You terrify them. Yep. Not at all. You know, storm giants, they're the prophecies and oracles of us. They pretty much live from, you know, far removed, most biggest and toughest, yeah, sure, and strongest. They can use their hands and they can call bolts of zap and
Right.
Riveting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Zephyros, I'm actually curious. If I had to ask about a specific storm giant, I'm curious about your story actually.
My story?
Yeah. Who are you? Where did I mean? What Why you? Why were you summoned to come find us?
Oh yeah. You see, like, no. See, I wasn't so much as I was looking to see why other giants were doing crazy and like warring and like smashing, and I was asking questions and God was not answering, and so I decided to like you know, cast a spell to talk to somebody else, and I got some visions and I went a little crazy and Yeah, and then like I came and found you guys, and you were at Nightstone, and that's where I was supposed to be. And
So-
I'm supposed to not get involved directly. Yep.
Okay, so question for you.
Sure. Yep,
You the
betcha.
DM. You the DM.
Oh.
Out of character.
Damn it.
Sorry.
What's up? Yeah.
The music's getting pretty loud. Do I notice anything with like the air around us? Is there something happening right now?
Sorry, the song changed.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wanting to make sure because like this guy's getting more and more agitated.
Oh no.
So like I wanted to make sure that there's not like lightning storms starting to strike
I was
this area.
feeling
Like,
that too.
Right.
I was with you
Yeah.
on that.
I'm just like,
Like,
making sure.
I thought he was setting us up with some audio.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, holy crap, this is getting tense.
Sorry.
This guy's spazzing out, and we're about to get fried. Oh, dude, I totally derailed now.
So, like, I was telling you, Giants is wrong a little bit. So it goes, Storm, yeah, they're tipsies, tops tallers, and then it goes the Clouders, they're the second next and smallest, and then after
right.
those is the Frosties, the cold giants, and then the stony giants with the rocks and the turn to rocks, and then
Yes, and then the fire, then the frost, and then the
no,
hill.
it goes frost, then stone, then fire, then hill. So storm,
Why that order?
cloud, frost, stone, fire, hill. Why that order?
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah. Yep. You betcha.
So, let me ask you one more question before you do your research and everything. Do you mind if I ask who it was that did talk to you?
Yeah. No problem. It was the ones that answered my questions. Yeah.
Can you name them?
Yeah.
No. Definitely.
As in,
definitely.
you're not allowed. You're not allowed to name them, or you don't want to.
Yeah. Well.
He doesn't want to.
I didn't.
It's okay.
I didn't
I'm
ask.
not trying to be rude. You didn't. You don't know them. by
Yeah,
name?
I didn't get a name. I didn't really ask. It's sort of when you do those sorts of things and talk to things that don't exist on the same plane as you don't really want to know so much as like you need to like not know, because if you know, then you know, and then they know, you know, and you know.
It ruins the whole thing. Yes,
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah.
Yep, you betcha.
How
Did you speak to these beings on a different plane? Did you initiate it, or
Yep.
did they?
Yeah, totally betcha. Yeah. I was, reached out and phoned a friend.
I get it.
Oh, see, he
I see
sounds
that.
like you. Was it Justin or was it who said the thing
I did.
earlier?
I
It was
did.
you? Yeah. Oh, he sounds like you now. You must know the same language.
Yep, you know betcha. Yeah.
Are you able to contact them now?
Well, yeah, I was gonna ask him about the Nightstone.
So I wonder how many castles floating on clouds there are.
Oh, see, yeah, I know, at least, yeah, like 10.
Really?
Yeah. You betcha.
Tell us about that.
Like, what about it?
Well, like, who are the other giants in castles floating on clouds?
Clouds.
Are they all cloud giants like you, or are they the other types as well?
Yeah. Never, don't really, get out very much. So, yeah, like maybe some of them could be a little like me, and some of them might not be like me. You could
Makes
ask
sense.
if you come across one.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep. You betcha.
You betcha, yeah.
Yeah, you betcha. Do you happen to have any boulders in this castle?
No.
I think we've had enough questions for now. We'll go
Start
ahead
a
and
lot
eat
there,
this
yeah.
wonderful feast that you prepared for us, if you don't mind, and then we'll.
Yep, definitely should probably go drive. We've been just a little drifting, so I'm gonna go up to the place of the driving and do the thing with the driving, and then yeah, you just stay down here. I'll be up there. Do you want me to ask about the Nightstone?
Yes, please.
Okay, no problem. Will do. Enjoy. Thank you very much. And he begins to levitate up through the hole. Whoop, he goes.
So, I'm gonna look at the other guys and go. Well, I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna try and whisper, be like,
It's 100 feet to that hole. And the
I don't know if he's got super hearing. I'm
Okay.
not an expert on,
Yeah.
on cloud giants. It's not like he was very helpful. But I'm gonna whisper. And I'm gonna say, you know, that was exciting to say the least.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
I
all.
mean,
That's all Octavio's got. Yeah.
this has got to be the guy, right? It's got to be.
I don't think so. You mean the guy that threw the rocks?
Yeah.
No.
He did reveal that there were other cloud giants
Right.
cities.
My insight into him, he's being honest with what he's saying. He's a bit rattled, but I think he's nervous about the state of things right now in his world and hierarchy.
I don't blame him.
I don't believe he's the one that started any of this.
Like you said, he doesn't get out much, so this is probably a very uncomfortable situation for him to be in. Though he looks a little too old to me to be needing constant guidance. I would have expected him to be more of like the wizened wizard type. But we shall see.
I mean, he did say like 3 different times that he went crazy and then got over it.
I'm not so sure about that second part.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when you go crazy, there's no getting over it.
Well, this is getting deep.
So, in that
Alright.
case, if we don't think he's the one, then we're just going to ride this out.
At least for now. I mean, our primary objective is to get to Triborn,
Triborn. Yeah.
and he's agreed to help us get that far. Granted, I would have liked a little extra bit of cash, or money from the horses, but I mean, if time is money, then we just saved a bunch.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I guess for now, all we can do is wait. He said it will take 11 days. I didn't consider what we were going to be doing for 11 days up on this cloud tower.
Which brings up an interesting fun fact from your dungeon master. Downtime activities. So when your characters aren't necessarily adventuring, there is the opportunity to do other things called downtime activities. Some of these things can include learning a different language, becoming proficient in skills, making things.
Mm-hmm.
So those are a lot of, at least a few of the different, these 3 different things that you can potentially do with downtime activities.
Since he doesn't have anything on this tower, Will, I do have some brewer's supplies. Am I able to create something of my own?
I would say that you could definitely use some of the fruits there that are available to try to make something of your own.
The mead
Yeah, well, I'd probably say it'd be more like
or wine?
yeah, it'd be more like a wine, an alcoholic fruit beverage, like ferment some apples or, you know, something like that. You could definitely do that. Question I have for you is, how long do you want to try to put into this? What timetable do you want to do with that? You want to give it a day? You want to give it 2 days?
I would
We
assume
got
it would
11 days.
You're gonna
Yeah.
spend 11 days trying to
No.
brew. Oh, it's just like, wow.
No, I gotta spend 2 days brewing and 9 days drinking.
Oh,
I'll give 2 days out of the 11 to it.
okay, awesome. Let's see here now. You're talking brewer's supply, huh?
That's the tools that I've got.
Yeah. Let me.
I mean, those must be some really good brewer's supplies, because I'm pretty sure it'd take longer than that to ferment and do all that stuff. Like, realistically speaking, but this isn't realism, I get it.
In realism, it takes 14 days for an IPA from start to end.
Hmm.
For
Carbonated and ready to go.
for mead, it's longer than that.
It is, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like a
close to a
fruit-based alcohol, you might be able to like get a week type of thing out of it in a 2-day time frame.
I need some kind of yeast.
Yeah, you do.
It might be in my brewer supplies, though. I don't know that.
You know, I don't think that brew supplies have yeast into it, but while I'm researching this information, does anybody else want to do anything else?
I mean, I'm trying to think of something, but
You can learn other skills. You can actually become proficient in skills if there's someone there that can teach you that skill thing.
You said it was 100 feet up the ceiling.
Yeah, to the next level.
I mean, I don't have any proficiencies or anything right now. No tools or skills or anything like that. I already speak giant. Perhaps my downtime activity could be to teach my compatriots how to speak giant.
Ooh, I'd be into that.
Did
I
you
wouldn't
get my
like that to be
telepathy
done.
signal there, Droon?
Because that's what you were thinking.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, if you are going to go ahead and use your brewer's supplies, you won't be available for the 2 days that you're doing that.
Okay.
So while you're doing that, let's see. Let's see. Brewer's Supplies contains a large wine bottle that can be refilled with any liquid, as long as it doesn't melt through it. It also includes a number of hops, a siphon, 3 feet of tubing.
How is that all not all broken by now?
Well,
I
that-
keep really good care of it.
Yeah.
So let's see. I don't know. It's like giving me different types of supplies that I could. Let's see. This costs 20 gold pieces and it weighs 9 pounds. Access to heat is required. Mundane item crafting: ale, wine, and liquor. Ale and wine, for sure. Awesome. So I would say that at the end of 2 days, I would allow you to.
Could we say like have like the basis of it, and maybe it would have to wait and ferment itself to actually become alcoholic?
Yeah, I would say that you could actually roll with your wisdom. So I would say I set it up already on your character sheet to use brewer supplies with your wisdom modifier rather than your constitution modifier. because that would be more drinking it than it would be brewing it. I would say that, yeah, let's go ahead and give you a brewer supply roll. You can roll whenever you're ready to see what kind of drink you can come up with after 2 days of prep work.
Sorry. Yeah.
15. Okay. I will let you know at the end of 2 days travel time frame what you got. All right.
Okay.
All right. So your character is basically busy for 2 days trying to gather all the supplies, crush the fruit, so on and so forth, set everything up, get the heat just right, not burn down his table. So you're probably doing this on the floor. You know, use your flint blocks and stuff like that. I'm going to say that Droon and Octavio. Droon, I want you to roll a performance. And Octavio, I want you to roll, I would say, just an intelligence. So don't click on any skill, just click on the intelligence stat it should roll.
Oh my god.
All right. So I'm going to say at the end of the first day, Dan, you know all the giant swear words.
Of course.
Nice.
You know, you could definitely sling those without any problems. In fact, there's a couple of times that, like, you see the head of Zephyros kind of look over the hole, like, down at you and just be all like, shocking looked at you. Kind of like just disappear and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay. That's day one. We'll go with that. And then let's go day two. When you're teaching him more of the things, and you guys probably have like your bedrolls spread out at this point in time. You know, you've got like a whole camp set up at this moment in time, I'd say. So go ahead and do one more performance for me, Droon, and then another intelligence roll. That's perception.
Oh shoot, I'm sorry.
It's a different skill. There you go. Oh, okay. All right. All right. So the second day around, you're able to probably do like your casual, like, my name is.
See giant run.
Yeah, and like, you know, Donio El Baño.
right, yeah.
You know, where's the bathroom? You could ask for like the bathroom and like say hi, but it's for some reason like you're not sure if it's his like cow mouth, but you're not able to like get the same sounds out. So you've got like a really bad accent. And
I start slipping into an old dialect.
Yeah, or
into my Minotaur dialect.
Yeah, you know, it's just the cow snout versus the cat snout. The words are harder to shape, you know. But by the end of the second day, Dan, you can like do at least customary giant greetings, like, "Hello, my name is Octavio" in giant, and then like, "What's your name?
Where's the bathroom?
Where's the bathroom?" Yeah.
Like, I'm hungry.
Yes. The important stuff that you would know in a thing. All right. To Char at the, let's see, you rolled a 15 with your brewer supplies. All right. I'll tell you what. Let me get one more brewer supply roll from you, sir.
Okay. Big money, big money.
Big money, no whammy. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's see. What is the fruit that you are going to base this on?
What fruits are available on the table?
Apples, oranges, cherries.
Always go with
pears, watermelons.
Trust me.
Peaches, avocados. No, not avocados.
I don't think those are a fruit.
Bananas.
Tomatoes.
Are there plums?
There are plums.
I would go with plums.
Go with plums. Okay.
Not a bad choice. Pears are better.
We could always do what cranberry does and just mix it with everything.
Yeah.
Pears and plums.
All right. So at the end of the second day, you're gonna wind up with a plum type of brandy.
What I was looking for.
We're gonna even go ahead and say that your plum brandy is going to be. These are pretty good rolls. We're gonna say that it's at least a 5.0 alcohol per volume.
Okay.
Okay. With those two rolls, you're gonna wind up getting yourself, I'd say, 4 days worth of drinking, like heavy consuming drinking.
Oh wow.
So
I have enough to share.
Yeah.
And trust me, no one will be constipated when we're done. This is medicinal alcohol.
Yes, yes.
So, Drew will kind of look at it quizzically because he was like, "You realize we're up on a cloud, right? We don't even know if there's bathrooms on this thing."
Let's go over the edge.
Yeah, just if you're going number 2, whew, don't
Yeah,
lean
I'm like-
backwards.
Someone
Yeah.
down below is gonna have a bad day.
Yeah,
Yep, we are. It may aerosol.
Let's stop over water deep so I can, you know.
We can even go ahead and call this your the first batch will be known as the Flying Slingshot.
gross.
It's the name of your alcoholic drink for you there, Tachar. The Flying Slingshot. It's the plum-based brandy that you just made. So, on the morning of day 3, what are you guys doing? Out of curiosity. You tell me what you're doing. So, we spent 2 days making booze and 2 days trying to learn language. Are you guys continuing with the language, lessons?
Have we seen any sight of the giant?
Oh
at
yeah,
all?
he's poked his head over the hole and like he's summoned food for you.
Hmm.
And then he's
Cool.
gone back.
I know that he said to stay on this floor, but is there any way of accessing the other floor?
Unless you have a way to get 100 feet in the air to that hole.
And then
Also-
climb along the ceiling.
Are we going in the direction we should be going in? Because we haven't really questioned that yet.
Do you want to go outside and try to find that out, Octavio?
Yeah, I'd like to take a look.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to be careful. Like, I'm not going to just step on the cloud and assume that it's going to be solid or anything like that.
All right. Well,
But-
you just tentatively step out of the threshold, and the cloud is still solid. So go ahead
Okay.
and put your token on the outside of the cloud, like. So each one of, I don't know if you guys can see this, but each one of these are kind of like little archways that get through, like around the outside of the cloud. You could go. All the
Okay.
way out there if you wanted to. All right. And so let's go. First of all, Octavio, let me get a survival to see whether or not you know which way north is. Let's go like that.
Hmm.
You are.
I grab his back so he does not fall off.
He's not gonna fall off. You know, you step out, and the first thing that hits you is like that of wind, and so for like a couple of minutes there, you're like kind of like frozen there in the entranceway, just like cat claws dug in. Like, I'm not stepping out. This was a really bad idea. We're really high up. But give me a perception.
Okay. A little bit better.
All right. you know, you're standing there in the entranceway. You've kind of got your claws dug into the doorways, and you're like, this is a really bad idea because we're so far up. But you do see out there, you see what appears to be 6 shapes sort of flying in a formation, and they are coming closer and closer. And as they're getting closer, you realize that they are giant vultures, and there seem to be people on their backs.
Huh.
So we're gonna go ahead.
Interesting.
We'll go ahead and do that.
Hmm.
Giant
Wow.
vultures with people on their backs.
Normal sized people.
There seem to be, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and head back inside
Okay.
and tell the group about the giant vultures showing up with the giant vultures with people riding them are here.
Okay. What is Droon and Char gonna do with that information?
I'm gonna, if he tells me that there's people here, I'm gonna yell up the hole in the ceiling. I'll be like, Zephyros, we got company.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. See who it is. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
He's a lot of help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding. Were you
I'll go.
expecting anyone?
No answer.
No answer. No answer.
I'll go out front.
As you get out front, you see 7 large vultures that have landed, and people are like kind of climbing down off of their backs.
I yell, state your business.
Oh, greetings. Hello. This gentleman here steps forward.
I'm gonna let Char or whoever else called them out. Let them do their talking thing because they took the initiative.
My name is Navan, and I am Armreth.
What's the purpose of your visit?
Well, we are representatives of the cult known as the Howling Hatred.
Well, that sounds good.
We are representatives of the Yansi Bin, the Prince of Elemental Air.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a pleasant fellow.
Yes, of course. We are here to see if the giant would care to join us. Or the owners of this tower? Or clearly a giant lives here.
Clearly.
We're not the owners.
He is currently indisposed, but
Yeah. He's sleeping right now. Come back in a couple weeks or so.
Listen, we don't want to make this ugly, so if you would please step out of our way.
Wait, why would it be ugly?
Listen, we're here to talk to the owner of this particular tower. If you're not
right.
then
we
you need to move.
We understand, but we said come back. Come back later.
I think not. I think we are here now, and I think you need to move out of our way so that we can speak to the owner of this particular tag.
I'm looking for a way to blockade this. Is there a door?
It's a curtain.
Just a curtain. That's it.
Uh-huh.
God.
He does pull out from, like, kind of behind his back a little bit. It's been sort of to the side. He kind of shifts it around to the front. You see a bag, and it's adorned with a smiling face. He has reached his right hand inside of this bag, and he's kind of like staring at you pretty intently, like, you need to get out of our way so that we can talk to the owner of the tower.
Droon is going to walk up to Char and kind of put like a hand on his shoulder and say, what am I gonna say? It's like, they may actually have business with him. It is not our place to deny him business. But we need to be there just in case they are not welcome. We should be on alert.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We let him go in. That's it.
The two of us will be going in. The rest will wait outside. Once our business is concluded with the owner of the tower, we will leave.
Who's the other one?
So the two people that are currently in front. This guy introduces himself as Navan, and this guy introduced himself as Amarath.
And they said they were with the cult of Howling Hatred.
Sounds legit.
And then the other one said that they were part of the... What else?
It's the Yansi Bin. They serve Yansi Bin, the Prince of Elemental Air.
Have I heard... Like, would my character have heard of any of those names before?
You can feel free to do a religion check. Okay. There's a possibility that you might have heard of them. The Howling Hatred is an evil elemental cult that worships Yansi Bin, the prince, the evil prince of elemental air. They're religious fanatics, and their primary goal, as far as you can remember, is to return the world to its primordial state.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So...
I'll stay here with Octavio. Chachar, why don't you go back in and see if you can't summon the giant back down here to get his opinion on what the heck's going on.
Fair enough.
So we will distract them for a little while longer, and hopefully it doesn't turn ugly here. By chance, do you guys care to try some plum brandy?
Yo, dude!
It's against our religious tenets to drink.
Dude.
Yes, Octavio.
You might want to come down here. There's like some weird guys.
Oh, no. I believe you can handle it.
No, it's not really our thing. Like, they're like weird.
Go ahead and do a persuasion.
Well, do you mind if I have something to drink while you guys are standing there for a minute?
Your body is your own.
Thank you.
I insist. I must drive.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to actually take over your tower. So...
What?
They will be doing no such thing while I still draw breath.
So they seem like a hostile
So-
force to me. It looks like an incursion, not a friendly knock knock kind of thing.
Oh crap!
Well,
And Dream will say, I know who you are, and I know that there's not a single sane mortal alive that would allow you to continue on as you are.
well,
Oh,
with that,
Let battle be joined then.
he reaches into the bag, pulls out, and throws something down.
I turned to Drew and I'm like, wait, you know who he is?
I know who they serve, and they are not friendly.
Oh, okay. I pull out my axe.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Check token.
I think I just drank some liquid power.
Oh yeah, right? You definitely drank some power. It's exactly what you did. Sorry, I'm pulling out all of my characters because I know you guys and the way you operate. Okay, there we go. Now I need to
Wow.
also
Get
get
some rolls.
get the rest of my cultists out there. Because I have a few of them. Okay. Descending order. Okay.
As this is going on right now, I yell back because I can't remember the guy's full name because I've been drinking.
It's like
Yo,
Zephyros.
Zeffy, we might need your help here.
Okay. Let's see.
He's doesn't want to help right now.
Let's see. Come on. Load the character sheet. What is going on here? Why will it not load the character sheet? It's always when I go into battle that right this moment in time, this character sheet and Roll20 are not cooperating. There it is. Okay. I'll put him in the initiative order just in case he decides to help. There. Zephyros is in the initiative order. Let's see. I do believe I already showed you guys what they look like. Alright. So he reaches into his bag, pulls out and throws down something, and right next to you, Drew, and immediately to your left, this whirlwind of just craziness manifests for a brief second and then disappears.
Okay.
Let's see. This guy over here, he's gonna 5, 10, 15. He's gonna come kind of right up next to Droon.
Mhm.
And he's gonna try to scimitar you. That's an 18 to hit you.
Yep, that hits.
2 points of slashing damage. Which brings up Octavio.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
He just comes running kind of up to you. He's like, ah! All hail Yon Seabid!
oh, so he's actually running up to me?
Well,
No.
Droon.
No, to
Dream.
me. Yeah.
Oh, to Drew. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and guard the door. So let's see if Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna attack this dude.
One right there.
Yep.
Go for it.
Do I know what it was that the guy did? Like he threw something out of his bag, and I saw like a flash of
yeah,
wind. Or...
that was crazy. We can address that on your turn if you want, Drew.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah, like you come out and just like, and this guy is just dead body right there.
Toast.
Jeez.
Don't touch my friend.
Yeah, and I'm like,
He like cleaves the guy, and his axe gets stuck in it, and then I help him out by kicking the body away from his axe.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do, Octavio?
I'll call out again to Zephyros, like, we're under attack.
Okay. All right, Drew, you can. Unfortunately, I can't think of like a role that you would be able to figure out what he did.
Okay. I guess did I see where it was located? Where I saw it happen?
You might have thought that he threw something in that 5-foot square right there.
Okay. Okay. So I don't know what the heck he did, but it didn't seem to do anything. I'm gonna be careful though, because I don't really trust that. Like he would have just done it for no reason. So I'm gonna call to the guys and I'll say, take care. We know not what tricks these fiends employ.
Do a perception.
Oh, that was almost a 1. Whew.
Okay. For some reason, the air right there seems to be moving.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually going to take a step back into the hall here.
Okay.
And I'll say, perhaps it'd be best if we let them come.
As you take a step back, something slams into you. A 17, does that hit you?
It does, actually. It meets.
So 8 points of bludgeoning damage. As you take a step back from that square, something like reached out and slammed into your body.
Ah. They used the wind itself against us.
Okay. You still have your action.
I'm going to... Let's see. Well, first I'm going to take my 8 points of damage.
Yeah.
Then... I'm going to... Let's see, do I have a spell or anything? I basically want to ready... I guess an attack action?
Okay. What's your trigger?
If I see if any of them come within attacking range,
Okay.
or if I see that shimmering air, if that moves, like if it enters into a different, like if it comes at me,
Okay.
because I know something's up with that spot, especially now that I got hit.
Okay. So you're readying attack action, and that brings up to Char.
I'm gonna use breath weapon.
Ooh, so that's what?
Saving throw D.
No, it's like a 5-foot wide line.
It's a 5-foot wide line that goes 30 feet.
Okay, so if you do that, I'll let you hit those 3 in the path. So that'd be the main guy here. Oops, sorry, I can't click. It'd be this guy, it'd be this guy, and then it'd be this vulture here if you want. Unless you want to reposition somehow to hit more targets.
I feeling that whatever hit Droon is based off of movement around that area, and I'm concerned that I will get hit if I move.
Okay.
Whereas if I stay where I'm at, nothing will happen to me.
Alright, so it's a dexterity saving throw.
It is.
This guy back here, he rolled a 15.
Okay, so he'll take half.
Okay, let's see. then the guy in the front. Hold on just a moment. So all the creatures in this game are set up to always roll advantage, and I have to manually set them up to not roll. The guy in the front, he sees you kind of like take a deep breath and then exhale, and he rolled a 16, so he's going to jump out of the way a little bit. And then the guy, freaking vulture in the back, is going to roll a 11. So the vulture's going to miss. Uh-oh, who got lost? Oh, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that messes with the recording, but it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Alright, so roll your damage there. Jar. 8, so they're going to take 4 points of lightning damage. This guy's going to take 4 points. This guy's going to take 4 points. And this thing is going to take 8 points of lightning breath. Alright? Anything else?
With my assumption of what's going on right there, can I use my bonus disengage to move backwards?
I believe you have to spend a key point to do that, but yes, you could use a disengage as a bonus action. Step of the Wind, I believe is what it is. It's one of your monk abilities, right?
Yeah, I have it underneath Fury of Blows, but I don't know. It just says bonus disengage with extra 10 feet of movement.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I had to use my Fury of Blows to do so.
So it's just a different option. So those are the different things that you can spend key points on. So if you spend a key point, you can take Flurry of Blows. If you spend a key point, you can take the dodge action with patient defense. Or you spend a key point, you can take the disengage or dash action. So that's Step of the Wind. So it costs you...
The dodge action, that only happens if I'm being attacked?
No.
Or is that a preset?
That's a preset. That means any attack against you has disadvantage.
But why don't I do that and stay where I'm at?
Okay, so spend a key point, and then as a bonus action, you take the dodge. So essentially, you're just kind of like weaving and bobbing, getting...
Yes.
Alright. So,
Aided by my drunkenness.
yeah. So this cultist, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... he's going to move right there, kind of squeeze through that little tiny space, get up next to you, Tachar, and then with disadvantage, he's going to try to strike at you with his scimitar. That's a 16. That's going to miss, I believe.
That meets it.
Meets your armor class. It's going to be a whopping 4 points of slashing damage.
Did we have a long rest?
You did. Yeah, you guys should have had a long rest, because it's been 2 days. So if you're...
Oh.
I'm sorry, if you guys don't have full health, go to full health. If you guys don't have full spells, go to full spells or whatever. But you guys had 2 days, so that's a long rest. So this guy's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move in right there, and he's going to try to attack Octavio. You did not go reckless or anything, right, Dan? Wait, he's not back yet.
Yeah, he got booted again.
Okay. That's going to miss Octavio. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's going to go against Char. The scimitar. That's a natural 1, so that's going to miss.
Did he hit himself?
No. That brings up this guy who's going to come running up to Char. And with the disadvantage, you can try to scimitar you. That's a 13, so that's going to miss. Zephyros is going to mutter something under his breath about small folk. He's not joining yet. The cult fanatic, what can he do? He's going to point at Droon, and Droon, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Of course. It's one of my more powerful saves.
Oh,
I
so
have
close.
proficiency. I have proficiency in it, and I roll low, of course.
He commands you to halt. You are unable to move and takes no actions.
Okay. Is that on my next turn? Or
Yes. You speak one
until-
word command to a creature you can see within range. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. So, this tells you to halt is his thing.
Okay. Does that nullify my ready to action then?
Yes.
Because essentially my turn would basically move to the new initiative order when I executed the action,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
So, okay.
yeah, unfortunately. So, Octavio, are you back? I see you, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, it says he's muted.
Now he's having mic issues. You know, this might be a good place for us to end this session, and when we come back, Rivik will probably be back from his do a lot of nothing day, and Degoria will probably wake up from her long nap here or secret mission.
Wait, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. My internet went out, and so I logged in on my phone.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, I was just going to let you know that after this round of combat, we're probably going to stop.
Okay, dang. All right. I'm not trying to cause problems.
You're
I'm
not.
trying to be dedicated.
I appreciate that. We
Oh no. Yeah.
we all appreciate that. It's honestly not just you. It's also now just 9 o'clock, which is our typical stopping time. And this actually, what's about to happen is the last thing in the round that's going to happen. So I'm going to reveal this to you guys, but I'm also going to give you a Dungeon Master ultimatum. Okay?
Okay.
You are not allowed to tell the rest of your party.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Okay? Justin?
I have to leave this small tidbit out of my.
Yes, you have to leave the small tidbit out of the pass down that you give poor Emma, okay? So, Octavio, in front of you, all of a sudden, the wind sort of shifts and moves for just a moment.
All right.
This creature comes out of nowhere,
Oh no.
slams you with a 14 to hit,
Miss.
and a 24 to hit.
A miss. No, just kidding. Hit.
It's 5 points of bludgeoning damage. It remains invisible because of its name, the Invisible Stalker. So,
Oh no.
do not tell your fellow compatriots what creature you might be fighting here. Okay? But I think we're going to stop this particular fight for right this moment in time. Did you guys see the picture of the Invisible Stalker? Did it pop up?
Yep. It did.
Alright. Just to let you know, we will catch you guys at home in 2 weeks. You won't really notice any time if you're just, subscribe to the playlist and you'll watch them all. These guys won't get together again until 2 weeks from now. We'll pick up at the top of the round. Hopefully with all of your party members, the fight will go a lot easier. And I won't have to worry about killing 3 players right this moment in time. So, this is a good spot to end. Does anybody have anything to say?
Wish us luck, I guess.
Yeah. Good luck.
My last words before we go is when I see this happening at Octavia, I'm holy crap!
Who broke wind?
Yeah. Foul wind.
Did I pass wind?
Alright guys, we will see you next time on Gear Gaming 365's Friends of Thunder. Stay safe out there in the world. Be kind to each other if you can be anything. Remember,
Thanks, Will.
wear your masks. Say bye guys.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.